When was the last time you bought ice out of one of these? I've definitely bought ice out of this before, but it's probably been, I'm honestly going to say that it's been since 2007, 2008. Sometimes, in the summertime when I was in university, you'd buy like a 2-4, or as you in America call it, 24 beers. But you'd be like, I want to drink them now, but they're not cold. And they're really bad unless they're cold. Then you would head to the corner store and you would open up one of these. You would grab a bag of ice. And then you would get a large stainless steel bowl, fill it with the ice and cold water, and then pour a shitload of salt in it. And then put like 4 beers into the bowl and then stir it as fast as you could. And apparently, because salt lowers the freezing temperature of water, it cools it down slightly faster. I don't know, in real time, I don't know how much time you're saving, but yeah, the salt activates the cold. It really is like a miracle seasoning. All that just to get the Maclays to the right drinking temperature. It's crazy as an adult. They don't have Maclays on tap anywhere. I don't even know if that shit can be drafted, now that I think about it. It was brewed directly in the can, I think. The hell is Maclays? An incredibly cheap Canadian beer with a Scottish name to make it sound, I don't know, better. Ice Cube tier list. Probably his work with NWA at the top. And then, I mean, right below that, I would say it's tough. You might say America's Most Wanted, or you might say The Predator. Whichever one comes in number 2, the other one's coming in number 3 for sure. And then number 4, maybe 2122 Jump Street. Anaconda, that's pretty true. Barbershop. What about SVU? That's Ice-T. They're 2 different individuals named in a very similar way, who also followed similar career trajectories of rapping about murder and then proceeding to inexplicably become enormous mainstream crossover stars. What do you think about Eazy-E? I mean, Straight Outta Compton is one of my favorite rap albums of all time. But those dudes were like LARPing a lot, right? Like almost every song on the album is about shooting someone in the head, or like 100 people in the head, except for Express Yourself. Which reminds me, I took a Peloton ride. They played Express Yourself, and the instructor was talking about how good hip-hop music was in the 80s because all you had to be was yourself. And I was thinking, this is like the only song on the album where they say that. The rest of the album is like, Ice Cube is like, I shot 100 people with an AK-47 yesterday, when he definitely did not do that. It's got some gangster lines, though. Easy is his name, and the boys coming straight out of Compton. Is a brother that would smother your mother and make your sister think I love her. Dangerous mother fricker raising hell. And if I ever get caught, I make bail. See, I don't give a frick. That's my problem. He's not saying frick in the song, to be fair. But to be fair to Easy. That's one I probably wouldn't listen to with my kid in the car. I'll listen to International Players Anthem in the car. I'm not going to listen to that. If that do you dirty, we'll wipe her out as in detergent. Now hurry, hurry. Go on to the altar. I know you ain't a... But remember what we taught you. Keep... Oh, man. So you'd probably say pimp in front of a 2-year-old. I don't know. It's not like a bad word. Is it kind of, maybe, I don't know. Andre 3000 goes off in that song. I'm having a constant debate whenever I listen to that song for who they're having a goat off, and I don't know who's winning. Because all of the verses are great. I don't even like to say this. I'd be inclined to put Big Boy's verse at the bottom, and then I would probably put, like, that's number 4. And then number 3, I would say, rest in peace, no disrespect, Pimp C. Pimp C's verse probably comes 3rd. And then Bun B second, and top verse I would have to say Andre 3000 does take the cake. Many iconic lines. Thoughts on choosing hip hop at karaoke? You can do it, but you better know the lyrics. Nothing's worse than someone puts on like Country Grammar by Nelly, and then they only know the like boom boom baby, ready to let it go, like, or shimmy shimmy cocoa puff. Like, you got to know all the lyrics, or at least like 90%, and then you use the monitor to fill in the blanks. You can't just be rapping the chorus at hip hop for karaoke hip hop. You got to be crushing the verses. You gotta be, blow my earth in the wind, smoking fire. Let me get your sheets wet, listening to Keith Sweat. Put you into days with maze, fulfilling our every temptation, slow jam and having deep sex. I think that's true with karaoke in general. There's a metaphor in here somewhere. I think like the song choice doesn't matter. It's just important that you actually know it. Like if you're gonna put on a 6-minute long song or something, you better know the verses. If you just know the chorus, pick a shorter song. But you can pick whatever kind of song you want as long as you actually know the lyrics. I haven't been to karaoke in a while. You know what I think would be a goated karaoke song for me? How about I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred? It's famously sung by bald men. It has almost no singing required, and nobody's heard it for like 15 years. It's perfect. I'm too sexy for my cat. Too sexy for my cat. What you think about that? I'm a model. You know, they're bigots now? What? They sang I'm so sexy. They didn't sing a song that's like I'm too sexy for the vax, did they? No way. I'm too sexy for the vax. Too sexy for the vax. My hat and my cats. I'm a model. You know what I mean? There's no way, right? They almost did exactly that? There's no way. It's too on the nose, man. I looked it up. Right Said Fred are anti-vax. That's okay. I still think like I can butcher their song at karaoke. I'll just make sure I'm shaking my head the whole time to make sure people know I'm only doing it ironically. I'm shaking my head the whole time to let the audience at karaoke know I disagree with this. By the way, oh no, you can't mantle on that. That's okay. That's okay. Relatively minor fall. Where does my ass go from here? Can I get some lore masters to help me?